Hi, everyone. I'm Erin Kelsey from Pekin Hardy Strauss, and I'm here with Matthew Bloom to talk about our most recent Navigator, which is about keeping up with the Joneses. I would suspect that most of us have heard this phrase before, but what does keeping up with the Joneses really mean, and why did you decide to address this particular topic in a Navigator?
Yeah, so like you said, most people have heard the phrase keeping up with the Joneses, and I think a lot of us have some idea what it means, but it simply refers to the tendency to increase consumption, often in conspicuous ways, in order to try to keep pace with those around us. And I wanted to address this topic in a Navigator because it's such a common and insidious tendency that can have really significant impacts on a person's financial situation if it's left unchecked.
Got it. So, what causes people to want to keep up with the Joneses?
It's actually a fairly complicated psychological phenomenon, but it appears that there are some evolutionary components related to competition, as well as something called social comparison theory. And then there are other factors that feed into it too, such as feelings of pleasure from consumption and social media amplification. And we actually dig into the psychology of keeping up with the Joneses in the Navigator.
Okay, but what's the big deal? Why is keeping up with the Joneses such a big issue?
That's a great question. So unfortunately, it can lead to all sorts of financial problems. It can make it really difficult to save money. It can result in increasing levels of unproductive debt, and it can cause people to take unnecessary risks with their investments. So in the Navigator, we discuss some of these risks, but then we actually follow that up with a discussion of some strategies that can counteract or mitigate this desire to keep up with the Joneses, which I think can be really helpful to anyone who struggles with this issue.
Great. Thank you, Matt. It certainly sounds like there's some very useful and actionable information in this Navigator. So I would really encourage everyone to go check out the Navigator about keeping up with the Joneses on our website, which is www.pekinhardy.com. Thanks so much.